break it down with DJC Combat.
Alejandro the Cannibal Pantoja confirms return for December, possibly at UFC 296. In an interview with Mario Filho from Super Lutas, the Brazilian did not rule out defending his title against Brandon Royval, but prefers to dispute the bantamweight title against Sugar Sean O'Malley to become double champion. Okay, my thoughts on this are, you haven't defended your belt yet, so you haven't really earned the right to want to move up right away up another division to challenge for a second belt. Secondly, why does a fight with Sugar Sean O'Malley make any sense? That's like the most random matchmaking you could ever put together. Now, I get it. He's got beef with Sean O'Malley. I forgot how it started. Pantoja was asked in his Instagram story about Sean. Sean said something that pissed him off. I think their sparring session was brought up where I guess O'Malley was brought in to spar with Pantoja and knocked him out, which I totally believe because, you know, Sean O'Malley's way bigger than Alejandro Pantoja. Like, Pantoja's like, what, 5'4", and O'Malley's like, what, 5'11"? So, you know what I mean? And he's a way better striker, and Pantoja literally uses his chin as a defense. So it's no surprise that, you know, he got knocked out, but then Pantoja's claiming that, you know, that's not 100% true, that he actually won the sparring match against Sean O'Malley. But he has beef with O'Malley that he wants to settle. But that fight makes no sense, Pantoja. You haven't earned it. Just fight Brandon Royval. But if anything, I think the fight that needs to happen is you and the Assassin Baby one more time. I know you don't want it because you beat him 3 times, but we saw what happened with Adesanya Pereira. That fight disproved the whole kryptonite theory. That fight showed doesn't matter how many times you beat someone, you fight the same guy enough times. Look, if you fight the same guy 10 times, they're bound to at least win once, unless it's like a complete mismatch. But Moreno Pantoja is not the biggest mismatch, and the skill gap between these two is very close. The last fight they had was very close. It was a war, split decision. Moreno's the number 1 contender. And I think that's a fight that fans would definitely want to see again. And that's the most competitive title fight you can make that does make sense for the next flyweight title fight. And it's more interesting than Pantoja versus Royval. And Albazi doesn't deserve it. He doesn't want to fight Albazi. So we'll see. He'll probably just end up fighting Brandon Royval at UFC 296. Probably on the same card as whoever O'Malley fights. If O'Malley fights on there, it'll be against Cheeto. Don't know if it'll be a co-main. There might be another title fight on there, or Conor might be on there, so we'll see. But yeah, stay in your lane. You get knocked the F out if you fight Sugar Sean O'Malley. Okay, I know you don't like him, but how do you win that fight? I know you're a great grappler. You can take guys down. Your back takes are good. But Sean O'Malley just canceled out the grappling of Aljamain Sterling, who's bigger than you. So what are you going to do that Aljamain couldn't? Are you just going to be able to walk down O'Malley like a freaking zombie and wing those big hooks like you were able to do to Moreno? If you do that to O'Malley, you're going to get lit up and countered, and you're going to get knocked out. That chin of yours that holds up so well at flyweight, it's not going to hold up at 135 at bantamweight against Sugar Sean O'Malley. So just stop being delusional and defend your damn belt. Give Moreno a rematch, but if not, just fight Royval and just move on, man. Maybe if you like defend your belt a good few times, then talk about moving up. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, you got work to do at 125. But let me know what you guys think in the comments.